It's a lovely Monday. That's right, there's a reason I don't sing on this show, but sometimes my heart is singing anyway. I personally am a terrible singer. I used to be good at singing back in the day, early day, college days. I used to be a great singer. For real, like you can ask people that knew me back then, but now not so much. I can't sing. However, one thing I can do pretty well is I can host today's episode of hashtag Rise and Grind.
Good morning and welcome to hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to seven, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Oh my goodness. Today is Monday. That's right. Today is Monday, October 5th, 2020, if you can believe it. Today is Monday, October 5th, 2020. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it will ever be Monday, October 5th, 2020. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most. That's right. I want to make sure we make the absolute most of this absolutely incredible day. Listen, I am your host. My name is Glenn Lundy, and I am also the founder of the hashtag Rise and Grind group. It is the only community on Facebook that guarantees, that's right, we guarantee motivation, education, and inspiration all of the time. It's also the only group that has motivation, education, inspiration, and its own daily morning show, Monday through Friday, 5:30 a.m., live on Facebook. You can also catch us on YouTube, or you can catch us on our podcast, hashtag Rise and Grind with Glenn Lundy. However you tune in, we just want you to join us. If you're not a member of the Rise and Grind group, you can go to riseandgrindgroup.com, and that will take you right there. You can hop in, motivation, education, inspiration, with over 30,000 members from around the United States of America. It's really an incredible place, and we would love to have you in our family. Listen, this week is Mental Health Week. Thanks for the stars, Ali. I appreciate that. This week is Mental Health Week. This is a series where we're going to look at the tools and the strategies that ultimately we can use to keep our minds focused on what's next and continue to stay positive even as the world throws new things at you and at me. If you have any friends or family that may be struggling mentally this season, any friends or family members that have maybe gotten a little bogged down, friends or family members that this season, the world around them has got them in a place where they feel less than excellent. A season where maybe they feel like giving up. Maybe it's a season where they feel like they just can't get ahead. They just can't win. Maybe it's a season of worry or concern. If anybody in your friend circle or anybody in your family, if this morning as you process that, as those words hit your mind first thing, whoever pops into your mind and pops into your head, will you do me a favor? Will you just tag them? Just go ahead and tag them in the comments this morning. Just say, hey, thinking about you, wanted to encourage you. We're going to be diving into some things this week and thought that maybe you could use this as much as I can. You see, by tagging them, maybe, just maybe, you might be able to help. You see, because I truly believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact in their life. I truly believe that. And sometimes changing the way somebody starts their day is simple as you tagging them onto our morning show, hashtag Rise and Grind. Maybe changing the way somebody starts their day is simply you reaching out, them knowing that you're thinking about them, that you care about them, that you're concerned about them. And definitely during this season, if we can continue to change the way people start their day, it's going to make a massive impact on this planet, without a doubt. So while you're doing that, while you're thinking and processing, who do I need to tag? Who can I maybe help? Who can I share this with? While you're doing that, what I would like to do is I want to dance. All right, we're going to dance a little bit. For those of you that know, and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button, because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you to hit that share button. This is also the part of the show where I want to say good morning to you, and I want you to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, say what's up. I will say what's up back. I promise. I take time every day to go back, because you are valuable to me. West Storm, you have value to me. Tabitha Wells, Julio Soto, Mr. Travis Flaherty, great to see you this morning. What's up, Whitney Wells? Jeff Baker's in the house. Don Sankey, Kim Fair, Suzanne Waugh, James Gavin. What's up, Tina Bacon? How you doing, Michael Gazdick? What's up, Mike Romano? We've got Sarah Ball up in the house. Taco, there she is. Taco, right there above my head. What's up, Tabitha Wells? How you doing, Janelle Griego, Julio Soto, Rick Tamburino, Michael Guthrie. Great to see you this morning. Thanks for tagging all those beautiful folks. What's up, Brad Smith, Kim Wilson, Rich Panicelli. Did I get it? Rich Panicelli. What's up, Rodney Hatfield? Thanks for the stars, my man. How you doing, Jim Royal? What's up, Tabby Negrit, Angie Ruffer, Mrs. Heather Parody is in the house this morning. What's up, Mr. Brad Smith, Stephanie Zima, Melvin Rodriguez, Archie K, Emily Galler, Anita Hill, Mary Lynn Wilkins, Amy Bricker, Jeff Baker, Robert Magliaccio. What's up, Scott Simons, Nathaniel Banks? Oh my goodness, it's packed up in here. Mr. Mike Overfelt, and my man, John Paul Guidry. What's up, Zach Moore? Everybody's up in here this morning on hashtag Rise and Grind, and I love it. My goodness. And we're going to have an incredible show today. We're going to dive in. Before we dive in too deep, Mr. Zach Moore, there's something that you need to know. Super important. You need to know that it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. That's right, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And we are doing some powerful things here at hashtag Rise and Grind, because we believe we can rise together. So there's a friend of mine, her name is Bobby Nihas, and Bobby has this organization called My Pink Navigator. And what Bobby does with My Pink Navigator is she actually takes people that are going through the cancer journey, and she helps make them more comfortable. How does she make them more comfortable? Well, she's got all kinds of goodie bags and gift bags and tools and things that she gives them, educational pieces. But what I found out, what I didn't know, is that Bobby takes these incredible women that are going through chemo together, that are going through the battle together, that are losing their hair together, that are losing their breasts together. What she does is she brings them all together in community so they can lean on each other, so they can be there for each other, so they can support each other, so they can have conversations with other people that understand what they're going through. I met one of these people. I met this amazing woman. Her name is Paula. And Paula's 25 years old. She's been cancer-free for 1 year. That's right, 1 year. She spent the last 3 years having surgeries and raising her 2 children. She's got 2 young children. She's raising them on her own, battling cancer, going through chemo, losing her hair, being lethargic and so sick for 3 years. Paula has an incredible story. She has an incredible light about her. She's an incredible human. And my friend Bobby was able to help offer her some comfort through that season. Paula actually shared a story with me, and I'll show you the full interview with Paula a little later this week. But Paula actually shared a story with me. She shared a story with how on Christmas she had no money to get gifts for her gifts for her kids. And the community that Bobby Nihas had put around her, all of the other women that were battling breast cancer, they all came together and they filled her house with gifts for the kids. They filled her house. And then Bobby herself, my friend Bobby, and her husband spent Christmas Eve at Paula's house. They spent the night with Paula and her children. That's what Bobby's organization, My Pink Navigator, does for these women. Offer them some sense of stability, some foundation as they go through these trying times. So I share that story with you because I need you to know that all month long we are going to be supporting Bobby Nihas and My Pink Navigator. We're going to be raising funds for her. We're going to be raising awareness for her organization, and I am going to need your help. One way that you can help is you can drop stars. You should see a little star button in your comment line. If you drop stars, every star you drop this month, 100% of them are going to My Pink Navigator. You can also go buy t-shirts if you go to RISEANDGRIND.offline.com, RISEANDGRINDoffline.com. That will get you this t-shirt here that I am wearing. Or you can go to GlennLundy.com, and dude, I'm calling my dudes out right now. The women have been stepping up so far this week. We've already sold almost 100 t-shirts. And the women have been really stepping up, buying a bunch of these t-shirts. But we've also got this one here. We've got the raglan. That's right, the baseball long sleeve tee. We've got the raglan. You can go get that at GlennLundy.com. Go to GlennLundy.com, go into the products section, and you can find the raglans. I'm calling out all my dudes. Or if the ladies, if you like the baseball tee, that's cool too. But I'm calling out my Rise and Grind guys. I need your help and I need your support. So do me a favor, drop your stars. It's all going to Bobby to support her and what she does for these incredible women that are battling this awful, awful disease. So that's what I need you to know. Now let's dive into this series on Mental Health Week. I'm going to give you some tips and some strategies and some things that we can do together as we go through this incredible season. What is Mental Health Week all about? Well, established in 1990, Mental Health Week takes place the first full week of October. The first full week of October every year. Organizations across the United States, they promote outreach and public education concerning mental illnesses, including all of the ones that are listed on your screen right now. There are anxiety disorders, there are psychotic disorders, there are mood disorders, personality disorders, eating disorders, and substance abuse disorders. Some of the major ones that they focus on during Mental Health Week are, of course, major depressive disorder. Major depressive disorder is defined as a mental disorder characterized by a persistently depressed mood and long-term loss of pleasure or interest in life, often with other symptoms such as disturbed sleep, feelings of guilt or inadequacy, and suicidal thoughts. I personally have battled with depression in the past. I've reached a really low state in my own life. Season where I was homeless. A season where I had suicidal thoughts and even attempted to take my own life. So I, for one, can 1,000,000% relate when it comes to depression, the dark tunnel that is. Another one that they focus on during Mental Health Week is something called bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder is defined as a mental condition marked by alternating periods of elation and depression. I personally can't speak to this one, but I do know I have dear friends, people that I am deeply, deeply, deeply affectionate for, that battle with bipolar. It's an extreme. It's something that is very difficult to control, very difficult to get a hold of. The third major one that they focus on during Mental Health Week, of course, is schizophrenia. Schizophrenia is a long-term mental disorder of a type involving a breakdown in the relation between thought, emotion, and behavior, leading to faulty perception, inappropriate actions and feelings, withdrawal from reality, and personal relationships into fantasy and delusion, and a sense of mental fragmentation. Tough stuff. Seriously tough stuff. There are other mental disorders out there as well. As a matter of fact, 26.2% of all Americans 18 years or older. I want you to make sure you get a hold of that number, 26.2. That's 1 out of 4 Americans 18. 1 out of 4 adults, all right, 18 years or older, are diagnosed with some form of mental disorder. And to be honest with you, that number is actually very low. You see, the reason that lower number is low is there's a tremendous stigma around this thing called mental health. There's a stigma that ultimately it's all in your head. 45% of Americans have 2 or more of these disorders. 2 or more, not just 1, but 2 or more. And 40 million people have anxiety disorders. 40 million. This week, what I hope to do on #RiseAndGrind. This week, I would like to help create a safe place. You see, I know and understand that many of you are battling with these things right now. I understand that. I totally get that. And so what I want to do is I want to create a safe place. You see, the volume of programming that's going on in our feeds and in the media and all around us, the volume of programming that's going on right now is absurd. It's never been seen before in the history of the world. And people are being triggered in so many different ways. There is anger everywhere. There is hatred that is running amok across our country. There is violence that is going on the daily. It's almost become accepted and the norm. And there's division on a level we've never seen in the history of all time. So no, you are not alone. It is okay for you to feel the things that you feel right now. You see, I believe if we come together, if we rise every single day with intention and purpose, we can ultimately evolve into the best versions of ourselves mentally as well as physically, as well as spiritually. And when we evolve to those levels, we can go out and make an impact. I believe that we can do this together. And you see, it all starts this week, this month, this year. Doing this together, it all starts with one thing that we all need. And that one thing that we all need is hope.
After 2.5 years of studying mental health counseling, my cohort and I were so excited to finally graduate with our master's degree. Except we were incredibly overwhelmed. We had just started seeing clients and realized that all of the papers, all the homework, all of the lectures, all of the late night studying hadn't really prepared us for what we were about to see, what we were about to hear. We were sitting in front of people who had experienced pain that some of us could have never even fathomed, and we were at a loss. None of this prepared us for what to do in that moment or what to say. We went to our professor, Dr. Rao, incredible human. He had been a psychologist for longer than most of us had been alive. He specialized in disaster relief and had traveled the entire world with the American Red Cross, and he had seen the worst of the worst. He said one word to us: hope. People are looking for hope. Be a carrier of hope. But what does hope mean? What does it look like? I reached out to you guys and asked you one question. What gives you hope?
So what gives me hope? I would have to say my faith. My faith in God gives me hope. I know that God is faithful, that he's never failed me in anything. I can always get answers from God's word for anything that I'm facing, and I can always pray and go to God in prayer. I also have people I surround myself with who are godly counselors who give clear direction at times. I have coaches and mentors.
Hope to me is really three things. Hope is a mindset, a heart set, and a spirit set that in the right place helps me with my walk with God. And as you know, I'm the word guy. So to me, hope means having overwhelmingly positive expectations. HOPE.
My dear grandmother sang to me all the time. It's an old hymnal. And it was, my hope is built on nothing less than Jesus Christ, my righteousness. On Christ, the solid rock I stand. All other ground is sinking sand. And that really gives me hope. So anytime I feel hopeless, I go to the word, and it just re-energizes me and gives me all the hope in the world.
I look at three words. I look at love, community, and I also look at a lie. There was many times that I was isolated, and that's the lie. A lot of times we feel like we're the only ones. And so when I was going through my obsessive compulsive disorder, I felt isolated and alone, and I found hope in community. I found love in community, and those are the things that brought me out of that. And also hearing other people's stories. Because we all have stories of difficulties and things that we've overcome. And the thing is on the other side of the difficulty is beauty.
Inspiration gives me hope, knowing that life will get better when you're in those hard spots in life. Because we all go through those seasons of life where it can be good at times and it can be hard at times. We don't always know the unknown, but we need to trust the unknown. It can be hard, but it will be worth it in the end. Because you never know what the unknown holds, what God holds alone.
What gives me hope, other than just my belief and my love for the Lord Jesus Christ, but I just try to stay within what's important now. And it gives me hope because that's what I'm dealing with today, to try to make a difference in the life of somebody today, not tomorrow, not yesterday, but today. Who can I bless today? How can I be a blessing to my family today?
Jesus. My relationship with him gives me hope and just fills my soul every day. Because if I didn't have that connection or that closeness or that relationship, I don't know where I'd be right now, to be honest. I just don't.
What gives me hope is my tribe. And my tribe could be anybody from my family, which I'm very blessed to have an incredible family, both immediate and extended. And then, of course, the people around me who support me. It's taken a little bit. I've taken some lumps, but figuring out that some people are your fan and some people are not, and to gravitate toward the people who cheer for you, those are your tribe. Those are your people.
So now it's your turn. Rise and grind. Comment. Let us know what gives you hope.
If you open up your hashtag Rise and Grind planner, I misspelled that. I missed a letter there. Go figure. Let me fix that real quick. Actually, I probably shouldn't, but I will anyway because it'll freak me out if I don't. All right, there we go. If you open up your hashtag Rise and Grind planner, right there at the top, today's quote was submitted by Stacy Dye. And it says there at the top, it says, starve your distractions and feed your focus. That video you just watched, that was put together by my co-host and dear friend, Heather Parody. She's an amazing superhuman. Make sure you're following her if you haven't done so already. And I love that as we talk about Mental Health Week this week, I love that Heather took the time to reach out to you, to members of the hashtag Rise and Grind group, and ask what your stable message for hope was. I absolutely love that. And I think that that's what we need to continue to do, online and offline, is we need to get together. We need to pull together our tribes during this season, not just this season, but going forward. This is a safe place. If you're dealing with any of these mental health issues, know that you can come here. We will not judge you. We will join you. We love you. But we will also push you and challenge you, because our goal here is to help everyone evolve to the next level, not stay where you are. So I'm going to challenge you with 3 things. I want you to pick 3 things right now this morning. I want you to pick 1 thing mental, 1 thing physical, and 1 thing spiritual. Whatever your spiritual beliefs are, that's okay. All right? We are all come as you are, man. That's how we are around here, for real. 1 mental, 1 physical, 1 spiritual. October is your month to get laser focused on those 3 things. 1 thing mental, 1 thing physical, 1 thing spiritual. What I'm going to attempt to do with you this week and this month is get you grounded and in the present, just like Rodney Hatfield said in his video. You see, we can handle more things mental when we stay here. Most of our mental triggers come from things in the past and thoughts of the future. So 1 thing mental, 1 thing physical, 1 thing spiritual. For me, just to give you an example, 1 thing mental that I am doing is I am going to spend an hour a day. I've been doing the 10X challenge with Grant Cardone the last 6 days, and I'm going to continue to spend an hour a day in the month of October, really focusing on building the business and using some business strategies, but getting my mind right to building a big company that's impacting a lot of people. For me physically, I'm going to spend October really working on my knee-hab. I actually have another doctor's appointment today. I want to get these knees strong. I started running and I started getting really excited about running, but my knees were bad before I ever started running, and I just made them a lot worse. I never took care of them. So I'm actually really glad for this season, right? Change, struggle, grow, succeed. I'm glad for this season of struggle because it's forcing me to get my knees right, which will hopefully help me decades down the road. Whereas if I just would have kept going the path I was going, my knees, I would have destroyed them. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather get this knocked out early and be strong later. So I'm going to focus on my knees. And then thirdly, spiritually, I'm going to focus deeply on, I'm listening to a sermon a day this month. TD Jakes, Stephen Furtick I may mix some of him in there, but mainly TD Jakes. But I'm going to listen to a sermon a day every day in October. So those are the 3 things that I'm doing: mind, body, and spirit. I challenge you to pick 3 things as well. as we go through this series, mental health week. Thank you, Heather Parody, for your amazing contribution. Thank you, Anita and Rodney and Rick and the rest of you that were in that video. We appreciate you sharing what gives you hope. And as you walk away today, the main takeaway I want you to have is that, hey, dude, you're not alone, man. I get it. Together we are stronger. You see, you are a child of God, the God of the universe, the God that made everything. And that God made you to be the best version of yourself that you can be. Not an average version, not even a little bit above average, but the absolute best. And see, the decisions that you make today, right now, decision to wake up, to watch hashtag Rise and Grind, decisions to hit the share button, to drop in the comments, to jump on the challenges, the decisions that you make today ultimately will make an impact on your friends, on your family members, on your coworkers. You just showing up today has made an impact on me. And I, for one, absolutely stinking love you for it. Thank you for the stars, Anita. Thank you for the stars, Liza. I, for one, absolutely love you for it. So go out there, have an amazing day today, an incredible day, an over-the-top day, one of those fantastic days that you'll remember for the rest of your lifetime. Hit the share button on your way out, and then come back here again tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m., and we'll do this all over again on Rise, hashtag Rise and Grind. Also, don't forget, I got hashtag Rise and Grind Elite kicking off in 30 minutes. If you want to be a part of hashtag Rise and Grind Elite, you can go to riseandgrindelite.com. We would love to have you. And don't forget, my friend Paula and the rest of the women out there that are battling breast cancer right now, they need your help, they need your support. You can hop on over to glenlundy.com and get you one of these Raglan's incredible shirts right here that I love. You can go get you one of those, or you can go to riseandgrindoffline.com and you can go get you a t-shirt just like this. Whichever one you want to do, it all goes to Bobby Nihas, my Pink Navigator, and helping women like Paula all across the United States have comfort as they battle breast cancer. Have an incredible day. I still can love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. on hashtag Rise and Grind.
Good morning. On my feet before the sunrise. Stepped into my greatness, feeling powerful and energized. Thankful to be alive. Hashtag blessed. Write my mission, vision, values, and my gratitude list. I'm building up momentum. I'm making good decisions. I rise, I grind, I get it. Ain't no doubt that I'm committed. Cause who really loses if I don't win? Can't cheat the grind, only get what you put in. So I'm mastering my mentals. I'm focused on my physical. I'm developing spiritually and manifesting miracles. I'm gonna get it started, have a party in the morning, and I'ma wake the world. It's so alarming. I hashtag Rise and Grind, hashtag Rise and Grind. First thing on